Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we got the rest of the eggs from the Deep Python's lair, and we learned the new way Bossa Nova, and then that'll give us access to the next dungeon, which we're not going to do in this cycle though, because there's like quite a couple of things, or a few other things that we got to do before then. Namely, of course, this episode, yeah, it's just optional side quest shit and all that, and getting heart pieces, because, well, a lot of it's all gonna be in the Great Bay Coast still, because, you know, I mean, we're at least just getting those along the way, but, yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit of filler before going to the next dungeon, like, compared to the other, compared to the other dungeons, actually, because, like, you know, since we've already cleared off, the first two dungeons, and then there's just the other two dungeons, like, out of the four dungeons, and, I guess you might as well say that we're pretty much at the second half of the game. Because, you know, like, usually in some Zelda games, like, you know, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, or, you know, other games like that, like, you know, we go to the first three beginner dungeons, and then some major wham episode happens, and then, maybe do the rest of it, like, and that's how you get to, like, the second half of the game. So I could also argue that this might as well be the second half, because, like, just, like, if we're going through the, you know, basically, like, you know, since there's only, like, you know, four dungeons, which is an even number, so yeah, might as well just be at the second half. And you know, I kind of said the same thing with Link's Awakening, where like there's 8 dungeons overall, and then go to the first 4, and then that's first half, and then the second half. So yeah, you guys know how it is. Also, these likes are fucking massive. I was getting close enough, and like I was pretty shocked. I was whoa there. Like they're even bigger than how we usually see them. Cause during the night, lights will actually be more prevalent around in the land, so you really do have to be careful. You shouldn't worry too much if you're fighting them as Zora Link, even though they kind of do take more. Yeah, see, I'm getting swallowed by one, but I don't really have anything for them to eat, so, well, like not any shields at all, so I mean, it should be good. So you really shouldn't worry too much. It's just when you're playing as regular Link, and you know, since likes actually do eat shields, cause like you know, it's cause that's their biggest diet. It's their favorite kind of food, cause like to them, shields are gourmet to them, especially the metallic ones. I mean, they can eat Deku shields or any other wind shield there is, but not the but like they rather just eat the metal shields, cause it's their best gourmet option. Is what they are. Like I don't know, probably like I don't know what it has there, like maybe a lot of potassium or like the amount of calories it has in there or any kind of fibers and all that, whichever kind of stuff they have for the nutrition facts and all that, which in actuality has none of those. I gotta say though, like you know, well, I'm gonna say like a lot because it's like you know the likes are like you know like very yeah, you know. Okay, I'm waiting for somebody to just make a comment like talking like. And just like you know those typical Valley girls where like or you know or like Shaggy where like I don't even like the look of this like Scoob. Yeah, I mean might as well be that way. But what I was about to say though, I'm going off these tangents constantly like I always do. But I know that the Light actually made a return in Tears of the Kingdom, and they sound kind of gross because you know they make these they always make these slurpy sounds like when you go near them or like or just constantly, and it's you know to me it's just kind of gross. It really is. So what I just did there is that so yeah, this is actually one of those things how like you know since I just bought the magic beans from the business grub over in the southern swamp, and yeah, of course, you have to be Deku Link to do that. Otherwise, he won't sell to you for as regular Link or any other kind of forms. Oh yeah, just playing the magic bean, and I went ahead and played the Song of Storms because because if you don't have any spring water, we don't have to worry though because then again, the water around here it really you really can't scoop any spring water because like rather beach water but it's all too warm. But but yeah, if you don't have any spring water at all, you can always just play the Song of Storms to make the magic bean grow to a full-size plant. And so there's a heart piece you can just play the scarecrow song over there for. Let's see. I kind of lost my train of thought on that there. I think it was yeah, I think it was just the fact that we're pretty much at the second half of it. So, I was gonna say though, yeah, the first two dungeons that we were going before, yeah, I know, I've just lost my train of thought after going on these tangents, um, but yeah, the first two dungeons, like you know, they kind of seem a little short. There's just a kind of a short way to get to those dungeons previously. The next couple of dungeons, like this one and the other area in Termina that we're going to be going to, they have some short mini dungeons we go through and some of the side quests before going to the actual dungeon. So this is actually where things kind of starts to take a little while before getting there. So you're going to be seeing quite a bit of filler that we're going to be dealing with before getting to the next dungeon. So yeah, there's going to be like those heart pieces and that one. There's another mini dungeon. Oh shit! I almost got eaten by that like there. um, yeah, there's that one short mini dungeon that we'll be going to that's also completely optional, but I do want to show that off. That's going to be one video. And then another one with more art pieces, and then that should be where we get to the next dungeon, which I've already recorded all the other videos by the time this is uploaded. So I just gotta get those edited and then commentate over. Well, eventually though. And kind of thinking, well, I'm not sure if it'll probably be they'll be up by next week though, because well, there's one thing that I need to get done. I really gotta catch up with my live streams, because like. Like my live stream of Super Mario 64 DS I did for the 100 subscriber special. I have been neglecting that lately, and it's because, well, mainly because, I haven't had the chance to be able to do so. Like, either I've been too busy or my voice was too hoarse to actually do that, and I didn't want to do any live streams in that kind of condition. So I had to put all that on a hiatus, and just wait a few weeks. And I'm sure you guys are probably waiting too long for me to do any live streams. Those of you who are trying to catch up on it. So I want to probably try doing the live stream tomorrow if I can. Because I know I got class tomorrow. And then there's some other errands. Like I was going to go over to the gym. And yeah, I actually do go to gym. I always try to keep up with doing my regular gym workouts. And like over at Planet Fitness. But yeah, I'll do all that, and then hopefully eventually I'll be doing a live stream afterwards. So, anyway, so what I'm doing here is that, like, the reason why I've been catching up those fish, or scooping the fish in those empty bottles, is that we need to bring them over to this fish tank right here. It's actually these two fish, and so if you feed one of them the smaller fish, then they get bigger, and then so that'll happen once he goes big enough to I guess probably that other poor sap over there. That should be another area, because you actually need at least 5 smaller fish, and then there we go. So yeah, and the small fish has been eaten by the bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
But yeah, so after all that's done, then we got a heart piece. And I think there should be a couple more things. Well, next area we're gonna go to is there's one other area that like over this one for instance. Then oh, if you actually see in the distance, yeah, this is actually where the next dungeon is. It's called the Great Bay Temple. Over in the distance, and we can't really get over there physically, so we have to find some way to enter the dungeon. Also, fun fact, guys. So if you might have listened closely, whenever Zorling jumps, or if he empties out these empty bottles, or those bottles over there fill, that's kind of redundant to say. Oh, also, what was I going there? Like, oh yeah, you see that right there? You see that? That is what I call like sudden like placement. Like as soon as I entered here when I was recording this. And then suddenly I see this big-ass like just like right face-to-face in front of me. I was like, holy shit! Well, that was also sudden. See, like I said, they're more active during the nighttime somehow. But going back to what I was saying, so yeah, you probably just listen closely to whenever Link jumps or empties out the bottles. So like you actually notice how that you kind of sound familiar that those are actually recycled voice clips of Adult Link in Ocarina of Time, because like those sounds he makes whenever he jumps or if he empties out a bottle, those kind of grunts there. Yeah, like even though like normally Zorling sound effects are reverberated reverberate sounds of regular Link. But sometimes whenever he jumps like that, then they actually reuse Adult Link's voice clips somehow. And I guess, well, maybe in theory it kind of makes sense because, because Zorling is very much adult. But yeah, they actually reuse those voice clips for that there, which is odd, of course, but, And so, there's that like that's all the way down there. We got a new heart container as well. So that one actually contains a heart piece. So I guess likes also enjoy heart pieces or just shields. Yeah, they like the heart pieces and they like shields. Yeah, so kind of like that, right? Okay. I'll try to see if I can stop with the like jokes because I mean I don't know. Pretty much everybody's going on. But one more for you, I guess they are the reason for the like and dislike buttons on YouTube. You guys still remember the 5-star ratings they used to have back in YouTube first started? I sure still remember. Yep, they're definitely the reasons. Kind of like how Dark Minded Sith puts it, that they're them being the reason why we have those like and dislike buttons on YouTube. So anyway, so there's gonna be one more thing that we need to do, and yeah, we're down to the very last thing. Well, there's actually the last couple items, but there also involves one mini game that we're gonna be doing. It's actually the last one we're gonna be taking here, but it's gonna take up the rest of the video though. Well, actually, just well, at least part of it's just me getting to the area. Just by going up to the top because you see those palm trees are up there. You just have to use the hook shot to take up to those platforms, and then it will just get to the top. So, but yeah. Anyway, to those of you guys who have been waiting for me to do another live stream, so don't worry, guys. I'll see if I can try for tomorrow. Like you know, since like I have a class tomorrow, and then of course, like I said, then I was gonna go to the gym after that. Well, of course, there's lunch, and then do my workouts at the gym, and then do this one more errand, and then after that, then I'll try to find a point to actually do my next live stream session. But you know, I really gotta keep up on those and try to finish that. And that's all she wrote. All right, so you want to make sure to get close. Well, actually, yes, I do need to use that right here. You want to make sure to get close enough to that platform so that we're there. You see that the reticle? That actually indicates they can be able to hookshot to that object and then just get to the other platform. One thing that's so cool about the hookshot, I love it so much. Oh, I love it. Like, not only does it just like allow you to latch onto the to those objects there, like those trees, but they can also grab items that are far off. So you can just grab it to stake it, and then it just comes right back over to you. You can also use it to stun some enemies, or actually just outright kill the enemies too. That is the reason why I love the hookshot so much. It's such a lovely item. So, anyway, see, this here is here's a little, I think it's supposed to be some kind of a beaver dam or something, but we have this one beaver. We can just talk to, where are you, Justin Beaver? But let's talk to you. There we go. Also, what the fuck is wrong with his eyes? Are they like, that guy's like cuckoo crazy. Like, just look at, well, we'll see again if you just, you take a look. You see how like he has these like swirly eyes. Like I don't know if they're supposed to be like eyepieces or I mean they're clearly not natural at all. Or maybe he's a robot.
You again? You can't fool me with your green clothes.
You are an empty bottle, don't you? You never learned your lesson. I'll give you one, but only if you can swim through all the rings in the river in under 2 minutes. So do you want to try?
Yeah, sure, I'll try.
There's a total of 20 rings. You must swim through them in the right order for it to count. Swim through the ring that's flashing. I'll show you the way, so follow me and don't get separated.
Yeah, that just came right out of the blue there, but anyway, so we have a race right. Well, it's actually not so much a race per se, but basically what you gotta do is you have to follow you have to follow this beaver, and then you have to make sure you pass every single one of the rings. Like there's like a total of 20 of them for this course, and you have to do it in 2 minutes. So that's all that really matters, though. Just make sure you go through every single one of the rings and just go through it before time runs out. It's not really a matter of beating him, though, because I mean he called it a race though, but it's not really a race per se. It's just like just follow him over. Also, you notice how his dialogue was saying like you again, as in like he's already previously met him. Those of you might be confused. Like even I was a little confused at first, but then again, though, I mean his dialogue very much implies that that Mikao actually previously raced him once, like when he was alive, and so it could be that you might have recognized him in Link's Zora state. So that's probably what it could be, though. So yeah, I mean it's not outright stated though, but like judging by his dialogue, then I'm pretty sure it's implied that that Mikao must have raced him previously. So they must have prior history then. So anyway, they kind of look like those rings kind of look like they're spinning, honestly. Or I mean, they're kind of like electrical rings, where they just spin around. So I mean, from a visual standpoint. But oh yeah, there's a nice well, I mean, not really nice though. It's kind of just like an ugly side of the moon over there. You can just see, and there we go. So that's basically the minigame was.
That was perfect. That's not good.
Oh, where'd you come from?
Did you call me little brother?
I called you, big brother. Actually.
What? An empty bottle?
Yeah, an empty bottle.
Don't worry, little brother. To us, empty bottles are a treasure. I can't give you one just because you beat my little brother.
We can't just give you one.
I'll give you one after you race once more against me. So, will you try?
Yep, sure, I'll do so.
The rules are the same, but this time there are 25 rings. Don't fall behind.
All right, so yeah, we're just basically just doing the same as same kind of races before, but only this time the ring count is increased by 5, so we just have to go through all those other rings here. And I gotta say though, like take a look at the Beavers designs. Like they look like they clearly belong in a Banjo-Kazooie game, don't you think? I mean, they very much look like so. But I will also say this: they like their teeth though, like they're just protruding out of their nose, or from under their nose at least, and like not in their mouth. But that's odd and kind of weird. I mean, I don't know if it's a bit of a design snafu or whatever it was, but. I don't know. It's just weird the way the buck teeth is just like protruding out under the nose, and it's what kind of beavers are they? I mean, the crazy look eyes are already another, or maybe one of the beavers like a robotic. So I mean, I don't know. So anyways, I think yeah. And another thing you want to make sure to be careful with is that you want to make sure not to fall behind, because well, I mean, they also did say that you don't want to fall behind. Because I think if you do so, then they'll just call off the race and just just call you out for being too slow. Yeah, that's just all you gotta do. So what the whole minigame entails is just swimming through all the rings and just make sure just go there before time runs out. Now there are actually 2 challenges. Well, I would say a total of 4 challenges if you just count the beaver challenges individually. But yeah, if you we'll see in just a sec though, because we're about to get the new bottle. So anyway.
You did it, little brother.
Yeah, he did it, big brother.
There's nothing we can do, little brother.
This is a mess, big brother.
Alright, so we have a 5th empty bottle. That's right, we had 4 empty bottles. We underestimated you. That's right, folks. So instead of we had the first 4 empty bottles, we have a 5th empty bottle. Holy shit, they're giving us more empty bottles. Like, oh my god, that's amazing. Empty bottles are so cool. They're giving us more? Oh, man, I love this game to death. Oh, man. But we're going to go do this again here for one reason here.
He's back, little brother.
Yeah, he's back, big brother.
But we don't have any more empty bottles, do we, little brother?
No, we don't have any big brother.
If you say you still want to race, though, that's fine. What will you do?
So, yeah, we're going to go race this time for another prize we have.
First, you have to start with my little brother. This time, the limit is a minute and 50 seconds.
And no fall by. Alright, yeah, so I'm kind of losing my speech here. Alright, so same as before, only the time is a little shorter, so that's where it gets a little more challenging. So yeah, there's a total of those 2 challenges. So that's basically what the rest of the video is going to be, even though it's kind of like a long rest of the video that we're going to do. Just going to take it the rest of it. So yeah, there's going to be those 2 overall challenges against those brothers. Because we already got the empty bottle, and then after that, there's going to be the other prize, which, of course, you already guessed it. It's a heart piece, of course, that we're going to need to get. So, yeah, this is what the rest of the video is going to entail, or just, spending the rest of the video for getting those prizes and just getting the heart piece. So, that's what we're going to do. And I know I'm showing this off again, but this is when you guys see, how much I can actually go into with the time crunch. So yeah, I gotta say though, so you know how previous Zelda games, they used to get up to 4 empty bottles. I think it was 4 of them in Link to the Past. And I know there were 4 of them in Ocarina of Time as well. Well, they just gave us a 5th empty bottle, and apparently there's gonna be more empty bottles to have. And this is what's so great about this game, is that you just get even more empty bottles, and you know that means just being able to scoop more stuff. That's amazing. That's awesome. Oh, and you know what else? So, so as you might have already guessed, this version actually has, would have 6 empty bottles. The 3DS version, however, added an extra 7th bottle to this here, which I'll probably explain at some other point because we're about to reach the end of the minigame, but also when the subject's going to bring up in the game. Also, make sure you go through this archway to finish the minigame too.
You did it again, little brother.
He did it again, big brother.
That's shameful, little brother. Now race me.
Alright, so we're gonna go and race him again, and then, yeah, it's gonna be the same exact one. The time limit is exactly the same, and of course, once again, just going through 25 rings. So yeah, I just gotta say, you know, this one wouldn't be too bad though, because like, well, I mean, you know, time to swim through. Just make sure you just maneuver just fine, and with the swimming controls through the rings. Well, at least with this version here. I gotta say though, the 3DS version of this race sucked because you know, if since we talked about the abysmal controls in the 3DS version for the swimming controls, this one where like they very much heavily butchered it, and so because of that, that makes this minigame suck ass in the 3DS version. So so if you guys have some shots of money that they can use, so that way there you'll be able to use the Zora barrier, use that kind of swimming motion non-stop if you ever wanted to. So that's probably like the only silver lining that there is to if you ever want to use the same swimming controls. You have to just push and hold A and the R button at the same time to actually do that though, which, I mean, might be a little bit more of a chore though, but well, just having to hold the two buttons at the same time, and plus having to maneuver around with the circle pad. But, you know, I mean, you know, that's real to do so, then, you know, if you want to use swimming controls again, then you could. Otherwise, yeah, you're just gonna be stuck with this kind of like bullshit swimming controls they kind of you know fixed in the 3DS version. But like I said, it's one of those negative changes I want to point out about the 3DS version. I mean, you know, as much as don't get me wrong, though. I mean, it's still a good remake, and you know, I can still play both because it is Majora's Mask. And I know people exaggerate it too much. It's just, you know, I just want to point that out because those flaws there. So, anyway, so that's all for now.
He's a formidable opponent, little brother.
You're all just talk, eh, big brother?
If we get that to him, I wonder if he'll leave us alone, little brother.
Yeah, I wouldn't quit, big brother. Yeah, 'cause fuck this shit.
Alright, so that will go, and that's heart piece for us. Please, let it be over. I want to be done with this. Yeah, no more winners around because apparently they hate winners. Alright, so yeah, we got the empty bottle, and so we also got the heart piece, and so we're gonna, well, I'm gonna go on and end this video because I was gonna go ahead and go over to Blocktown and then start a new cycle, but I just want to go ahead and just start with the next episode we're gonna do. So next up, let's play Majora's Mask. We're gonna do this one other mini dungeon side quest, and yep, so I'll see you guys next time.